What's up, Kings? It's Keefe. In this video, we're going to be talking about why it's actually a great thing to be single and why you should probably stay that way for a large portion of your 20s. We're also going to talk about how guys who do this end up setting themselves up for success in the long run and having great relationships. Now, before we get into that, I made this channel to help men create their ideal lives through self-mastery. So if you're a guy out there looking to improve his life in any way, hit that subscribe button and bell icon. I put out new videos to help you create your ideal life. Now let's get into the video. So as of late in particular, I had noticed how much guys put their definition of success in having a girlfriend. And even the guys who say that they don't feel this way, who talk about, you know what, I'm putting my purpose above these girls, like I'm not even interested in a girlfriend and all this stuff, they prove this idea true in their actions, because these are the same guys who are quick to catch feelings for a girl the moment they go on a date with them. They throw that purpose out the window and they just get all lovey-dovey. They throw all that red pill stuff out the window and they catch one-itis so fast, just like all these other guys. And the problem with this is it's a huge issue to put your definition of success or your definition of happiness on something outside of yourself that you cannot control. Now, if you buy into this mindset, the issue is you're basically believing that success and happiness equals a relationship, and you must be doing something wrong if you're single and that you're failing and that other people are better than you if they've got that relationship, because our society promotes this idea to you that like you're supposed to go out and find this relationship and like you're messing something up, right? Especially as you start to age through your 20s, people look at you like, why don't you have a serious relationship? They start questioning you and acting like you're making a mistake. And all these guys who like honestly don't even have their crap together start trying to tell you how to live your life because they've got a girl and you don't. And so this whole attitude, though, this is how a male who was once a man turns into a full-fledged simp. Nice guy, right? Because he gets into this idea like, I have to keep this girl. This girl equals my success. This girl equals my happiness. And you can see right off the bat, like, how is that going to produce a real man who's successful, that attitude? Now, this cycle is something that a lot of men fall for. A lot of times you'll see guys, especially if they're in any way aware of like the red pill and masculine issues and things like this, they always talk about how they're putting their purpose first and doing all these things. But the moment a girl who's even just decent shows them attention, they throw the ambition, the self-respect, the purpose, they throw it all down at the altar of this woman and they go full-fledged simp. And it's because they've still got this attitude in their head that tells them that their objective is to get the girl and their objective is to be in a relationship rather than to focus on themselves and their own self-improvement. And here's the thing, guys, it's totally normal to want intimacy. Like, I intend to probably get married at some point in my life and you'll probably feel the same, or you'll at least want to have a serious relationship with somebody. I believe that is totally normal. But the thing is, a lot of guys are jumping into it way too fast and they're prioritizing it over other things. And this is where I'm talking about it's actually really good to be single, especially if you're in your like 20s in particular. I don't really think unless you've somehow managed to get a stable career, maybe you're like in the military or something like that, and you've got this long-term plan for yourself, you really shouldn't even be considering a serious relationship. But even at that point, I would still recommend that you continue to talk to girls and not date exclusively, because here's the thing, as a man, your sexual market value is going to rise into your 30s, so there's no reason to settle now. If you have the discipline and the patience, you can create options for yourself by continuing to work on yourself. The mindset that I've begun to take to relationships and dating and all these things, and I recommend you do the same, is take the approach of a spider. So what does a spider do, right? Like a spider sets a web and then it sits in the web and then the bug flies into the web and now it has its food, right? Take that mentality to your dating life. The web represents the life you build for yourself. And by being single and working on yourself, reaching your potential as a man, you're making a really great web. It's like you put the web in the perfect spot where all the bugs are going to fly through it. In this case, all the bugs are the women, right? And the women go right to the web because you just put it in the right spot. You've got this great web. Basically, you're a great catch. You see what I'm saying? Whereas if you jump straight for it, you're kind of like some crappy little spider that like can't even climb a tree, and you put the web down on the ground. Like, you're not going to catch, like, you're only going to catch some like decrepit bug that can't even fly. You see what I'm saying here? Take that approach to your dating life, to your relationship life. And it's actually good to be single, and you really need to stop defining success based on if you've got a relationship or not, because A lot of these people that I notice who maybe they got a girlfriend now in their early 20s or something like that, and they end up getting wifed up to them, the relationship, it just seems to have issues. This used to work back in the day, but nowadays it seems like, it takes longer to develop into full-grown adults these days, it seems like, just because of the way society is set up. And so a lot of these people, they're kind of settling for each other. They go through all these economic issues, all these different things, and it ends up just being a total mess, and the man never reaches his potential. Whereas if, again, you stay single, you build that web, you will build your potential. You can have your dreams in life and the girl, but you have to focus on the dreams first. Because if you pick the girl first, she's then going to be telling you what your dreams are going to be, because we know how that goes. Understand that in order to be great with women, you need to understand yourself as a man. And in order to have a great relationship, you need to be okay being single. Because if you're coming at it from this energy of desperation and I've got to have it because this makes me better in some way, you're obviously not going to be acting like a man, and you're not going to be focused on the things you need to be focused on. Many men are pursuing a relationship because they think that is the crowning achievement of their lives, but they don't have their lives put together. And then they wonder why it doesn't work out, why she left them for some other guy or whatever the case may be. It's because you put the cart before the horse. Staying single and working on yourself means you didn't settle. It means you are stronger than that simp impulse that comes up in all of us to get needy and just fall super in love with the first girl that shows us attention. And it means that you will have options in the future rather than be desperate in the present. If you got something out of this video, guys, click this video right here. You'll definitely want to check it out. It goes along great with this video. And if you got something out of this video, throw me a like, hit the subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.